Diploma in Mortuary Science is one of the courses that was introduced by Kenya Medical Training College 2023, and the first intake was March 2023. And we are expecting a lot this year, 2024, that when the advert is going to be released, people are waiting for this particular course. In this video, we are going to discuss more details about Diploma in Mortuary Science. I know when somebody mentions mortuary, people get scared. There are traditional beliefs, there are taboos about handling the deceased, or somebody who has passed away, or the dead. But now this is becoming a profession that now we are looking into it, into details, because it is very, very important in this particular region. Now, if you have not subscribed to this channel, hit the notification bell, written subscribe, turn it on for more videos that we will post. Now let's do it. This particular video is entailing about Diploma in Mortuary Science, and we are going to look at the basic requirement, that is academic professional requirements, the job description, the units that you study in college, salary scale, and if you have finished or if you have done with the college, where can you actually get employed. Stay tuned. Now, Diploma in Mortuary Science is very, very important, and the academic requirements is a mean grade of C minus, that is in your KCSE, Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education. And this course goes for 3 years, and it has 6 semesters that you should be able to know, or you should be able to be upgrading when you have certificate in Mortuary Science from a recognized institution. And this one normally takes 2 years of training, and this one was also started in March 2023, and we are anticipating that the advert that is going to be released soon will be covering both the upgrading and the pre-service. Now, when I mentioned recognized institution, meaning that apart from Kenya Medical Training College, MTRH, Moi Teaching and Referral Hospitals, Masinde Muliro, Uzima University, Chiromo Funeral Power, courtesy of University of Nairobi. So if you did your certificate, you can apply for Diploma in Mortuary Science at Kenya Medical Training College. Let's note that in some countries they are known as undertakers, but in Kenya we call them mortician, and now we are going to call them mortician officers. Mortician officers, and this is very, very important, and it's a very humble and noble profession to pursue. Now, this particular course will equip all the learners with the finest skills and knowledge on how to process dead bodies, how to preserve them, the procedures of embalming, burial, and even cremation, and funeral arrangements. And this is very, very important in those areas in this particular course. Now, when you join Kenya Medical Training College, what do you anticipate? What are you going to learn? Because this is what most of us is waiting for. The dead person, what am I going to do? What am I going to learn? There are very many units that I'm just going to brush about them, ranging from first year, second year, and even third year, and I will be showing them right here or somewhere in the video. Now, you will be able to know about the mortuary tools and equipments, for example, the corpse trolleys, the mob freezer, etc., etc. You'll be learning about microbiology. That's why biology is very, very important. You will do pathology, you will do human anatomy, you will be doing physiology, and also, sorry about that, my voice is today is not so good. You will be learning about psychology. Laws and ethics governing the processing of dead bodies and even the releasing, and then the certificates that are required, and the notes and the notes that are required there. You also go for practical attachment in different funeral parlors and different mortuaries, both private and government hospitals. You will undergo grief counseling training. You know, when somebody has passed on away, when your relative is dead, that person or that particular people were affected, they're in grief, they're in stress. So you will be taught on how you can condole with these people and help them overcome the grief. Even when you are also going to be taught on details on how to do interment and exhumation, that is burial and exhumation. You will be taught all about that. And then the very wonderful part of training is embalming technique. This is the arts and science of preserving human beings or human remains by treating them just to prevent decomposition, for suitable viewing, and for funeral services. We want this particular person who was died to be processed well, so that when people are viewing, you will look at this person and you will not be able to know that this person is dead, because the body will be has been preserved very well. The body is fresh, and there is no odor coming out from the body. That is what we call embalming technique. That is very, very wonderful in that particular scenario. So those are among the units that you will cover. There are very many units from first year, second year until third year if you are doing pre-service, where that is a person who is fresh from secondary school. But when you have come to upgrade, then you will join the course at year 2. That is why it is taking 2 years. Now, the better part of it that people are normally waiting for when I'm through with college, what is the salary scale? We love money. You love money. I also love money. And in Kenya, nothing goes well without money. In fact, God first, money comes on the second. For all diploma holders, salaries and enumeration departments normally place them in job group H. And we anticipate that the basic salary of job group H normally start from around 25,000 to 35,000. That is basic salary. Because this is a new cadre that is joining us, of course they will have what we call basic, they will have what we call house allowance depending on where they are working. So house allowance can be around 4,000, starting from 3,500 to around 5,000, 6,000, depending on where you are working. That is very, very wonderful. Then of course they will have a risk allowance. Risk allowance is around 3,000 for those who are in job group H. So it's very, very important. Of course, emergency call allowance, they will be called to perform procedures, including embalming. They will be on call. They will be even working night shifts and night duties, because they will be ferrying bodies from the wards to the morgue. So they will have what we call emergency call allowance. According to job group H, emergency call allowance is 10,000 Kenya shillings. Of course, they will also have health service allowance that is cutting across all cadres. That is around 20,000. These people will have, they will be working overtime. They will be straining. So extraneous allowance for those who are in job group H, we are anticipating that they are going to be paid this particular amount. And extraneous allowance cutting across job group H is 20,000. So we anticipate that the salary scale for mortician officers, will be 61,000. Plus that basic of 25,000. If I start with the least basic is 25. So take home will be around 86k. noble profession. Kindly apply. 86,000 Kenyan shillings. Of course, you know Kenya must tax you. Kenya must tax you with the current taxation rate. Pay as you earn will slash around 20,000 from this amount. So from 86, subtract around 20, that's around 76. You will have what we call an HIF. You will deduct. You have an SSF. Of course, the controversial housing levy will also take this. And then there's a tax from counties that is around 5,000, depending on the job group. That one will also go. So summation of everything, you will remain with around 43,000 take home, and that is when you start working, when you are employed by county government. Now, different organizations that will employ you are also there, and you know, after every year, an officer should have a job group increment in terms of salary. So when I say 25 to 35, when you will be moving from another job group, which is job group J, salary scale will be increasing, and the maximum in that job group J, after finishing 3 years, and of course we anticipate that maybe you will have a degree in this, so that your job group can move ahead to K. So when you will be moving to job group J, which starts from around 37,000 up to 42,000 there, that is basic salary. Things will be okay. So it's very, very important. So that one I'm talking about county government salary scale. Of course, privates may pay more than counties, more than the Ministry of Health. So you can be employed to work at different funeral service and funeral parlors, both private and government, and we have very many in Kenya. And you will be working on even cremation centers. Cremation centers. The art of cremation is whereby we burn dead bodies, and this is practiced by different tribes in Kenya. Apart from that, you can be working hand in hand with the pathologist. Hand in hand with pathologists when they are doing their autopsy. Or when they are doing post-mortem. So as a mortician officer who is qualified, you will have to be called in various funeral parlors, so that you can help the mortician in dissecting, and you can help the surgeon, the gynecologist, or the specialist who is doing that particular post-mortem. So it is just not only one particular place that you will be working. Of course, we have locums around. You can be called to assist the pathologist during post-mortem or even autopsy. Last but not least, in terms of those who will be where you can be your own boss, and that this is now the better part of it, because with the Kenyan government and competency-based curriculum, that you will not be able to open a mortuary or run a mortuary business when you do not have legal qualification, when you do not have the expected academic professional qualification. In that, for you to have a funeral home, you must be a mortician. That is very, very important. So be your own boss, embrace this particular course, and start training right away. I know in terms of traditional beliefs and taboos, some people can be so scared. For example, with us here in county referral, we used to have a lady, but eventually I thought she got a lucrative job somewhere. The lady was running the mortuary, and she was very beautiful young lady, mortician, very dedicated and doing a very clean job. So this course is not only for men, this course is for both genders. And this course is nowadays not left for those people used to say those who work at the mortuary are those who have lost hope in life, those who are drunkard, those who are drinking and smoking illicit drugs. No, this is now a noble profession that we want each and everyone to hear this, that when your son or your daughter has joined Kenya Medical Training College to be a mortician officer, do not discourage this particular person, because this is a very, very noble profession that everyone must embrace. Otherwise, if you feel that this particular video is interesting, if you are interested in being a mortician officer, kindly do not forget to hit this notification bell, rate 10, subscribe, and turn it on for more videos that I will be constantly posting, because you know this is a medical channel. Now I want to talk to men. If you feel that your morale is not boosted, you've been diagnosed of infertility, and you have low testosterone levels, and you have difficulty in conceiving, watch this video that appears up here, so that you can be well conversant with the drugs that you can use. And of course, before you use this particular drug, you must go for some few testing in the lab. We must look for we do a lot of tests, including sperm analysis, to verify or to elicit why you cannot impregnate your woman. And also, it is not just only men. Women or couples should come together when you have this particular problem for further counseling and testing for both men, for both the spouses, so that we can know where the problem is coming from. See you in the next video. Muchas gracias.